Good morrow, scholars. Welcome back to my series on Ultra Sabers. I guess I could just say lightsabers. I might change the title of the playlist. Anyway, today I wanted to revisit a saber I've done previously. It is the Ultra Saber Sentinel, and the reason I wanted to go over it again is because I've done something a little different with this one. Alright, so I've gone through a few cosmetic changes with this and a few other lightsabers, but this one I think turned out pretty well. I'm still working on it, quote unquote, but you know how it is. Something just never seems finished. But this is what I ended up doing, and the reason it turned out like this is because I dropped it on some of my weights, and a huge chunk of the paint here in the center bit with the switch chipped off, and I'm like, dang it, now I gotta like sand everything down to get it even and put a new coat on. And I'm like just kind of scratching at it because why wouldn't I? And I started looking at it, and it started turning into a pattern, so I thought I could kind of work with this. So what I ended up deciding was having black, coating the red that I had with red underneath that red. There were two different reds. And I just wanted to kind of, because the Venom movie is coming out relatively soon, what I wanted to do was make a symbiote infected lightsaber, just because I could. It's the yellow one. I'm sure if you've been here for a while, you've seen it before. And I'm sure you're wondering, why do I have a 16-inch blade in this particular saber, considering just how long the hilt is? It's about the same length as the, whatchamacallit. The blade and the hilt are about the same length. Let's go with that. I'm not sure where I was going. And there is a reason for it. And let's see. Do I want to show you guys now or make a separate video? We're only at about the 3-minute mark, so here, I'll go ahead and show you. Where did I leave you? There you are. I've had two yellow Sentinels. The second one came without windows, and I gifted it to a friend of mine because he loves the color yellow. And I thought, well, maybe if all my friends had a lightsaber, then maybe I could get some dueling practice in, and it didn't really work out. But the other day, and by the other day I mean yesterday, I decided to do some more lightsaber work. I can never get it right. There you go. Sometimes you got to go in the opposite direction, wait for it to catch, and then you can screw it on. But the reason I wanted to review these again is, well, partially to show off the cosmetic changes, but also because if you look, since they're called Sentinels from Ultra Sabers, I decided to turn this one here, which originally was Arctic blue, and I got them pretty close to matching. It's a little hard to tell in camera because they kind of fight for control. This one looks a little more greenish. And this one looks more of a pale yellow. But, in person they look pretty much the same. Though I'll have to figure something out. What I might be able to do, with this one I had to use a color disc to get more of the yellow to show through. So I might try and do something with that one over here. But I wanted to do, whatchamacallit, the Temple Guards saber pikes. they have one less than average blade on one, and then one short one on the other. And I just thought it looked pretty cool. Let's see. I can't really do any spins because I don't have a lot of room. So bear with me. This is about all I can do for right now. I would like to. I can kind of do this one. Again, I don't really have a lot of room, so bear with me. I've got to be careful not to accidentally smash my fingers. That's why I try and keep my stomach, my stomach covered with my hand. That way they don't get caught. So yeah, that was one of the reasons why I wanted to show off. But I also wanted your guys' suggestion. Do you guys like how this turned out? I'm pretty fond with it. I don't mind it not being perfect because it's not really supposed to be. I might do some more work on here just to get it a little more, not clean, but just having it look a little bit nicer. I'm gonna probably eventually get around to painting this one. I'm just curious, would you rather have these two not quite matching, but something similar? Or should one of them be like completely covered in red and black, no silver showing through? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Let you guys decide, that way I don't have to make the decision. And sorry for rambling and going off for a little too long, but if you've been with the channel for a while, you know that that's kind of par of the course for me. And until next time, goodbye everybody. I feel like I was going to say something else, but I can't remember what.